Hello everybody, Pinstripe here, and welcome to the Hogs of War League Grand Final of 2023. I am tonight joined by Axby.
I'm not here.
Who is not here, and Metalman.
Hi Ron, how's it going?
Who is here. As everybody knows, I don't even need to introduce the players. It is Revan versus Niclas for this Grand Final. Tonight's maps, we have perhaps a very, very nice balanced mix of maps. We've got Square Off on round 1, Pigs in Space round 2, Upstream round 3, P-Drag on round 4, and U-Hillock on the 5th and final round if we make it all the way there. But starting off on perhaps one of my favorite maps of all time, Square Off, it will be Revan with his Engineer, Double Paras, Engineer, Gunner. Meanwhile, Niclas with his Medic Scout, Double Para, and a Gunner. So, Axby and Mr. Metalman going into a map like Square Off where there are 1,001 things to think about at any given moment. Crates, vehicles, water, positioning. What are your thoughts going into this first round of this final?
I think we're going to see a pretty chaotic first map, to be honest. Because I think both of these players will go for the random crates, and I don't know, I'm just feeling that the random crates are just going to create an absolutely chaos game to start this final.
That's I've got a funny anecdote about that, which I'll get to in a minute. But Axby, thinking about Square Off, about the insanity that this map can bring.
Yeah, it is a pretty insane map, but I'll leave the commentated to only you two guys.
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm gonna be just on the directing side. I will be back for on later maps though. All
right, fair enough. Well, either way, as you mentioned, Metalman, the random crates can be kind of crazy. Over the last day, was it yesterday or was it Friday? I've forgotten already because I was in all kinds of states. But nevertheless, I played a scrim against Revan, and he does have a strategy. In fact, both players know exactly what to do on this map if they end up in the worst possible situation, which to many of our viewers who might know, if you have a certain spawn point, you can end up kind of locked on that island where that trail of mines are. But the interesting thing that I learned from playing with Revan and from learning through him that both of these players know this strategy is there is a jump to get out of that minefield area, which I found completely insane. I completely missed my own point, which I was going to make, which was the random crates playing in that scrim. I got myself a ×1 pistol. So exciting. Revan got ×1 super airburst. So yeah, it could go either way. But I am very much ready for this grand final and the insanity it can bring. I mean, there are plenty of pillboxes to get. There's too many strategies, too many things to focus on. And I know that both of these players are going to have anxiety to the max, so getting every shot on target is going to be a bit wobbly from the start, I think.
But yeah, like you say, Square Off's one of those maps where there's so many options you have, there's so many ways you can go about playing it.
But what would be your first move with an engineer, with a sapper of all pigs? Again, I had the same kind of feeling looking at Revan's lineup when I was playing against him. I was like, why are you starting with a sapper? Because he's not bringing any of the pairings. There's no med, there's no grenadier, there's no heavy hitting pigs. But I know for a fact, the more that I look at this lineup, the more he is going to be banking on either getting vehicles or utilizing the areas of this map where you can get insta-kills. Because if you're able to use the jetpacks to nudge pigs into portions of water where they either can't get out and they'll swim and they'll drown, or they will instantly explode. Unfortunately, this map does have quite a few of those areas, but it requires good placement, good positioning of your paratroopers, and as we see from both lineups, both players bringing in double paras. But once again, thank you to the 34 people we have here for this grand final. We have the two best players effectively from this season about to bring us their very best, and I am super excited to kick this off. It will be Niclas to go first in what is kind of a standard medic starting spawn here. You can get the easy jump to the left of him, which I suspect is what it will go for, but I could be wrong. Instead, he is going for it. So we'll look at about maybe 10 health lost. Okay, a little bit more than that.
Yeah, 21 health lost. Is he trying? He's found Revan's engineer.
Okay, but is that the NG that he needs? He doesn't really care. I'm surprised as well he hasn't gone to collect the crate. So I suspect that he is probably Revan's 4th engineer. I.e. the pig that will be going 4th. That is a pretty good start, because if he can get a good nudge there, Niclas, with one of his paras, it's a possibility for a kill.
It's not that NG first, it's this one on the island.
This would be another medic spot if you were going with a med first. I mean, you could see the kind of benefit, really, of not bringing a medic here. The para has that. Even if it is only 10 HP, it is just that little bit more health to make swimming that little bit more bearable. But will we see Super Air Burst? No, we'll see a Mortar, which is... That's not bad. That's not bad for a Sapper in this position. Considering that the Sapper is the weakest long-range class, or at least one of them. I know shrapnels are great, but when you're trying to shoot from one side of the map to the other, the Mortar is your best friend, even if it is just a single one.
Because we all know what the grenade launcher is like. Niclas going for the cluster grenade.
I hope we don't see too many of the Granada launcher, but you never know. Indeed. Place your bets. Niclas is looking ready. I would agree. Maybe some early nerves from Revan not being able to get that pillbox shot away, but I mean, he's set himself up nevertheless. He's got his Sapper into position, and he does get the armor from the pillbox. So it's a good spot, even if he wasn't able to get a shot away. It is possible to get that shot away, but again, when it's the grand final, man, these nerves are going to be absolutely intense from both of them. But I think once we get through square off, things might get a little bit easier, especially on pigs in space, right? That's usually quite straightforward. And there it is. There is the pistol. Times 2 of them.
That's going to be so useful to Revan later on.
Oh, and this couldn't have gone worse. Oh my goodness, it couldn't have gone better. What am I saying?
What happened there?
Oh,
there's an insta-kill there.
Yet again, both of these players break in the maps in the map pool. I thought, that pig is... I'm watching the replay. That guy was facing forward. So all he had to do was turn and move slightly, but no. He decides to disintegrate into pieces, and that is one gunner less on Niclas's team.
It's also the first kill of this final.
It is. Oh my god, the double rifle burst pairing. I mean, that's even worse for Niclas, because he's now moved himself onto the island. This is really not working out for Niclas right now, because that is, oh my goodness. Like, the jetpacks there, he's going to leave those alone. He's going to, I guess, not have time. He doesn't even need the super air burst. He is just going for the extra jetpacks. So is he going to go for a nudge here?
I mean, I'd almost be tempted just to castle prod him into the water.
That will do it. That will kill him. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see from Niclas's timed response. It's just, what do you do? You've lost 2 pigs instantly. And yes, Peckers, this is best of 5. Why would it be best of 3? Come on, dude. This is the grand final. Get your head in the game. I mean, how can you when Niclas has just lost 2 pigs instantly?
Just looking at the chat reaction to the instant kills.
Best of 10. Yeah, this could be. I don't even know.
Yeah, we see Niclas mainly going kind of just safe, like using vehicles for armor. Just trying to keep himself safe at this point more than anything else, but it leaves Revan with all these random crates.
The timing is on a lot. Oh my god, and a shockwave. I mean, the pistol was just a joke, but now to house that, I mean, with a with a sapper as well that can make his way across bridges. I'm still taken aback. I mean, Russian Megabot says it best. Not like this. Not not like this. And yeah, ADB says it well as well. It's just like, all right, fine. I guess that's square off, written off. But you never know. You never know. He still has possibility of a poison. Yes, his pillbox was just disintegrated as well. If Revan could slow down and stop disintegrating things, that would be great. For at least the next 3 turns, that would be greatly appreciated.
I can't see Revan slowing this down. Oh, that's just unlucky.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. When you're on an incline like that, you need your shot to be slightly higher and have slightly more power. I had that exact same problem against Axpy on Nightfall.
Yeah, I've done it quite a few times in the Grunt League. The amount of times I tried close range poisoning and hit myself.
God damn.
You see Revan just trying to take the pillboxes out at this point because, like, half his pigs are still on very good health.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around where the game went. Both in terms of the actual game and is the stream okay, Xby? I was going to say Metalman does. So if you create a window capture and just have that in the background of his.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing it myself, so
yeah. Apologies, everyone, for the technical issues. But I mean, considering that, again, I'm not going to call anything too soon because this round still has a long way to go. But I think, all things considered, Revan is sitting very, very comfortable right now. Okay. Game is back.
Yeah, Revan is sitting quite
comfortably. There it is. I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd do it eventually.
Of course I was, you know.
Good jumps in there. Get back into the chat there, I guess. Appreciate it. All right, well, that gives us a little bit of a breather as Niclas does get the hit there on the power with the pillbox.
Yep. So, those of you in the stream, what do you reckon the final score of this final is going to be?
Oh, I think that's. Oh, then again, I mean, it was Revan to go first in this round, so Niclas won't entirely be on the back foot in the next round. Which I'm just marking down on my piece of paper now before I completely forget who went first. But there's the mortar coming in handy. Pillbox down to 39. Sapper poisoned, but equally is Niclas's scout.
Yeah, but Niclas's medic does still have all of his tranks.
Yeah, that is his only real trump card at the moment, is to gain that skip turn and try and work his way back into this.
Yeah, he's got good chances to get skip turns. It's just a case of how he does it. Like, I think his best option now is the poison game.
Yeah, if he can get at least one more in there. For those of you, yeah, apologies as the stream paused just as he threw the poison gas. It looked like it had reached the pig without making contact with the scout, but sadly it rolled back down ever so slightly down the stairs and hit his scout. Oh, I thought he was going in the water then because that would have been a kill, but he's dead anyway.
He's a kill anyway. That was a lovely long-range cluster as well.
Yeah, although now the position here, yeah, he is in an easy spot here for an insta-kill because you can quite easily push him in either of those directions. So Square Off is bearing its ugly head a little bit on the areas that can give insta-kills, but at the end of the day, they're not really something that we can stop, especially in this kind of manner. Oh, and he's right on the edge, so he does live. Goodness. You thought his placement was good enough. It needed to be, looking at the replay, just a little bit closer, like a few bits closer on that single tile that he was stood on. Very, very close. This is an interesting maneuver because as Revan has been so focused on getting those insta-kills... Oh my goodness, that was so close to a slip.
Gets super TNT, but isn't going to have time to use it, I don't think.
He's not, but at least he's gained it, because now that is effectively a one-hit kill on any of the pigs here, which I suspect...
Yeah, that's just... It's taken another insta-kill away from Revan.
Yeah, and as we have seen from Niclas in the playoffs so far, he is in no mood to give up. I mean, why would you? It's the grand final, it's the first round, you've got to keep yourself on the front foot. And you've got to keep Mr. Revan on his toes. Even if he has managed to get some good kills in, that is pretty good. But he might swim. Yeah, he does have enough. Back. Okay, never mind.
That's the kill anyway.
Ripperoni. Oh, and the med as well. Because the bar is still saying that they're both even. There is still the pillbox here as well, which is a good switch from Niclas. Keeps his medic safe. Deals some damage.
Niclas has lost pigs, but he has been doing good damage in almost all of his turns. Is that going to be a double hit? No,
it was close. That is true. It is Niclas's second final over the course of the last two leagues.
Second final in a row as well, because he was in the final last year.
Yep, he was in last season's final.
Yep, versus... Iron Fox.
Indeed, and we all know how that played out. It was a painful loss for Niclas, but he has fought back to make it here, and will he see a redemption arc for 2023, or will Mr. Revan silence all the haters and bring home the crown? I don't know. It's still early days. Square Off so far started very strongly for Revan, but Mr. Niclas with all of the gadgets, all of the rifle bursts you could ever want. That is ×4 rifle bursts. And utilizing the machine gun like a pro, as he has done season after season, gaining the skip turn with the double hit. He does like those machine guns. He loves those heavy machine guns as well. We've seen the chaining of them. We don't see it enough, I think. A lot of players forget how good this weapon can be in a lot of situations.
Yeah, it's situationally useful to me, I think. Like, now we're gonna see the same sort of move.
Is it gonna be a triple hit? Yes, it is. Yeah. So this did bring Revan out of position to deal with the skip turn, which he has done quite nicely, but that leaves the crate vulnerable for the medic to pick up, and we know what that is. It is the shockwave. So... Oh, he aces the jump of all the places that you could be. He needs to remember to collect the crate. He is going to heal first, though. Okay, but again, don't forget about the crate, Mr. Niclas. It's an important one, because if Revan gets his hands on that again, it doesn't matter where you stand. I mean, the skip here, I think it will be the gunner's turn next. So he can...
Yeah, he's got this worked out.
Yeah.
Now get that crate.
Yeah, Mr. Agard is Revan's trusty pistols. You never know what could happen. But we haven't had this in a long time. Oh my god, he absolutely stacked Super TNT and Shockwave. So he has the possibility here to take out two pigs, but he's gonna start with the one that will guarantee a kill.
Yeah, I think just take the sap out at this point, because that's your biggest threat right now. That's the most dangerous pig to your pigs.
Oh god, but the position here is terrible.
That might kill him as well.
Yeah, he's well and truly dead.
107. I think that's the most self-damage I think I've ever seen.
I am incredibly confused, because that should have been just a simple placement in the air and then go get it. I mean, the only thing he's got for him right now is that his med is body blocked. But is Revan really going to care?
No.
And I mean, you've got to... It's not really the best place for a shockwave, if I'm honest. He could blast him, that way. That's not a bad idea, but will it have enough momentum?
Yes.
Yeah. The game says yes. The gunner is dead, and Revan takes round 1. That's how quickly it can end. My God, that's all it comes down to. A single shockwave. I'm very confused as to Niclas' positioning on that Super TNT. All he had to do was back it up or run away. Just get away from there. But unfortunately, it did not pay off for him. And Revan eventually comes around and takes square off 1-0. So I guess we're going to have a slight change of guard going into round 2 in Pigs in Space. We'll be back in just a moment.
We'll see you all in game 2. Welcome back. Game 2 of the grand final between Mr. Revan and Mr. Niclas on Pigs in Space. I'm joined this time by KB and RavenCrown.
Hello, everybody. Unfortunately for me, I'm now with 2 Northerners in the commentary booth, but I'll muddle along, I'm sure.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Anyway, on to Pigs in Space. How dare you? On to Pigs in Space, which I think is one of the best of the newly modified maps. I had a good time here against Papa Pin in my first game of this league. Really enjoyed this one.
We don't talk about that.
Yes, we do. I'm clinging on to that one. Pin made it to the semis, but I beat Pin earlier, which means officially I am the best player ever.
And I completely missed their lineups. They started that very quickly.
Yeah, still having a bit of trouble trying to get the correct lad start, and here we go. I think we're finally underway.
Does anyone know their lineups? Because I completely missed them. They started that very quickly.
Well, I can see that Revan is starting with a medic.
Mr. Revan has got the Med Gren Double Scout Gunner, while Niclas has got the Gren Double Sapper Scout Gunner.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. So yeah, pretty beefy lineups. Probably sensible to take the couple here. Revan going straight away for the nearby Sapper.
Yeah.
I suppose just a bit too long to travel with the medic to make it over here to the Grenadier. That's one of the nice things about the new way this map's laid out with the buildings and things. Grenadier is nicely protected at the very start. So yeah, no point in running over there to trank him. So yeah, it gives him a nice handy little advantage to Niclas, I would say. Who's now looking for a target. So what do you think of the first game, lads? That was one of the craziest games of Square Off I've ever seen, and that's saying a fair bit considering it's Square Off.
That was a mental game.
Yeah, I mean, I put in the chat, I put what the fuck like 5 times in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully we'll find out what happened with the positioning at some point, but yeah, back to the game at hand. Nice cluster there.
Yep, I'm going to see probably a retaliation in the same way. Surprisingly going for the gunner.
Yeah, I think Revan's not keen to travel too much on his map and maybe just take advantage of the fact that he's, reasonably well protected on the island.
Yeah, and there's the skip turn. Already.
Oh no. Net play, how dare you? Oh no, okay. So I don't know if it's froze for anyone else. It was looked like it was going down.
It lagged a little.
Okay, phew, I thought we were going to have a full disconnection there. We see nice handy little poison there from Revan. Now, what's Niclas going to do? Looks like his only really handy target is going to be the scout right in front of him, but I mean, really, that's as good as any to go for. You don't want to let the scout survive too long into the late game, although he is going to travel, and he looks like he's going to go for the high priority bit.
I mean, if Niclas has a scout himself, the scout's only on 48, so it's kind of ideal a poison target for your scout.
Yeah, very true.
Just stick the dynamite up the chuff.
Indeed, pretty classic manoeuvre. I thought he might go for a shrapnel, but I guess he doesn't want to risk it so early on.
Yeah, I think sometimes a shrapnel's worth it, but on a full health Gren, I think I'd go for the safe option of TNT as well.
Yeah, I mean, the shrapnels are handy in desperate situations because, you know, you could claw back a big advantage with some massive damage numbers. But early on, I think people do tend to go for maybe a more conservative approach and use the TNT instead, which is what we've just seen. And now Revan travelling with the Scout. Has he got a potential double here, actually, if he can get this just right? That looks maybe a little far to the left. Oh, no, beautifully done.
Dead on.
Yeah, really nicely done.
Also, according to the chat, Niclas backed away from the TNT in the way he did was to avoid an out-of-bounds kill area, which sadly got him caught up in the swell of the TNT.
Thinking about it, it makes sense of where he was position-wise, but
yeah,
I would have just ran away.
It was still very strange.
I would have just ran away.
Yeah, literally just run away. It was all a bit of an odd one. That I'd like to find out a bit more later on. Sadly, gunner not on top of the building. A great position for a gunner who's on top of the buildings on this map. Nice and out of the way of everyone. Nice high position to get decent shots. But no, Revan just on the ground.
Yeah, Revan did also just show Niclas' Scout's health, which not the best idea.
Also see him checking for the blimp. Oh, and a lovely 50 there. Look at that.
Yeah, very nice mortar shot.
Flashbacks intensified.
Yeah, we don't want to make poor Pin relive the trauma too much when I whooped his ass.
I think we're going to see the Gren die now.
Yep, very handily, very nicely positioned flamethrower actually. Huge damage and a little on himself, but you won't mind that too much. Slight health advantage for Revan at the moment by the looks of things. Remembering to heal.
Yeah, Revan has just lost his Gren though.
True.
Yeah. I think, he's going to go get the heal here. Heal the poison pig. And Niclas' gunner down there on 25 health.
Perfect skip range. It's all starting to line up quite nicely for Revan then. Oh, it's hard to say who's really going to have the big advantage through this final, to be honest, because I think they're both excellent players. I feel like my head sort of says Niclas maybe is a little more well-rounded, but my gut sort of says Revan's kind of on fire at the moment, and who knows? I think he could have a very, very good chance himself. Don't know what you guys think, but man, it's close between these two. I really don't know how to pick it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close one, even with Revan being absolutely on fire right now. I still think that Niclas has got something up his sleeve. He must do.
Yeah, he's Niclas. He's always got some little.
He'll have a skip tucked up there somewhere.
He will indeed.
Whether it be with weapon or a map skip that Pin still hasn't fixed somehow.
Or some newly discovered one that he's been saving for the final or something. Wouldn't be surprised. Trying to remember the Scout's health. Is that him dead? I think it is. Yeah, there we go.
The Scout 48, so 50.
Yeah, that's him dead.
Still pretty tit for tat so far. Health bars are not showing a huge difference between these two guys. Not sure when the gunner is in the lineup, but I suppose Revan will be wanting to capitalise on him for a skip as soon as possible. Getting into a better position. Taking a little time to choose, actually. Seems a little unsure of exactly what to do, but in the end just gets behind the building and goes for a sniper shot. Not even a bloody block.
Maybe just trying to work the turn order out. I think it was more Revan trying to figure out the turn order of when to actually go for that skip.
Could well have been. It's something I do all the time. I start my turn and then think, oh, wait a minute, what's the turn order? And waste 20 seconds just standing there doing nothing when I could have done it at the beginning. But that's what separates the top players from the middle ones, I suppose.
Yeah, I just do what I do and wing it and stay a grunt the rest of your Hogs career.
I'll do that, indeed. RavenCrown, the true king of the grunts. Revan once again trying to get the perfect position. He's got these close range. He just checked for the blimp. I think he did check for the blimp as well. Very sensible to do. That's going to be a little bit short. 44. Anything above 40, I say is good. Oh, not bad at all. 51.
7 splash, 51 all in.
Pretty juicy, I would say. Oh, it's a little hard to say still exactly how this is going to go. Tends to poison the medic though for Niclas. Good move.
He got it on the medics, on the 15.
Yeah, not a bad turn at all. Is that gonna go to not quite to the gunner?
Very, very close though. Well done for letting it roll.
That would have been an amazing double.
It would have been, yeah. I'm starting to see the health creep a little up into Revan's favour, but with the poison and that still to come into play rather. It's you know, not a done deal just yet. He does get the trank on Niclas's on the Gren though. So
he didn't get the skip on this gunner, weirdly enough. I think that's kind of a missed opportunity by Revan.
Yeah, definitely. You could see he was kind of thinking about maybe setting up the skip earlier. I think it wouldn't have been a terrible idea to do that, but yeah, I guess in the end he decided it was not important, or he could leave it for later or something. I don't know. Although if he wants to do it now, he will have 5 head jumps to do, which I suppose he can get within a couple of turns with his scout.
That was a lovely 49 as well.
That was absolutely beautiful mortar. Love that. So yeah, what's Revan going to do now? He's not going for the head jump, so I look at it. He's just going to leave the gunner to languish over there. I guess he's going to try and get the skip on the Grenadier now. He was on 24 or something, I think.
The Gren is
on Niclas' Gren is on 24, so yeah. Poison on. Oh no, never mind.
No, just gonna go for the safe option.
Yeah, I'm trying to work this one out. I mean, I guess he must know the turnover better than I do or something. That seems a bit of a strange move. He made his way all the way over there just to turn around and shoot the guy, but I'm sure he's smarter than I. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but there was no point in Revan poisoning the Gren just then because the Gren was tranked.
Yeah, very true. I mean, while he's tranked, he can't move or do anything, but the poison would still be there, ready to tick off later. I guess, yeah, it's all to do with turnover and things.
Is he trying 7 head jumps here? No. Because I know one of his sappers is on 30-something poisoned. Does get the skip very nicely, though.
Channeling
really
his
well,
inner fox.
He is indeed, with the straight shot, the spooky zooky. Very nicely done. I think Revan's just starting to pull out a nice healthy lead for himself now. Med's done his job, now just to do damage. Does he remember to heal? Yes, he does.
Yep, goes for the heal.
I was going to say, if he deliberately goes for 2 shots with the rifle burst on that sapper that's on the island, that'll be a 30 points of damage, and that'll be another skip.
I mean, it'd probably be safer to use a grenade launcher to get that skip, in my eyes. Iron Fox in the chat, straight shot respect.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that one. Sapper down to 27. Must say it's not looking good for Niclas. Revan's just had really great control of this game from the start, I would say. It's the advantage of having a medic, I suppose, but yeah, it's just really nicely played.
Puts himself on 25. Oh, does take his health down to 15.
Yeah, for those who are confused at why he's hurting himself, if you're maybe not familiar with the game or you're just joining us now, that's a way to make it harder for the opponent to make you skip your turn. So yeah, it's a strategic move there, bringing your own health down. Oh, and a missed opportunity with the shrapnel there, a mere 30.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's not many weapons in the game you can reliably deal less than 15 damage with. But I think Revan, yeah, is just going to do 5 head jumps now. That's kind of the problem with damaging yourself in a way, though, because this just happens.
Yeah, quick bunch of head jumps, and he's going to turn around and launch the poison.
We've got a double skip. Oh my god!
Just Niclas, it's so painful watching these skips over and over. Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that. Still fighting on valiantly, but I think, yeah, this is pretty much done for Niclas, although we'll be able to...
Revan OP, please.
Is he going to double poison himself to avoid the skips? Yes.
And go for the deflection back? No, it's not going to hit anyone.
That very nearly deflected back into his scout. That was insanely close.
That was really close. A smart move, I think, avoiding 2 skips by killing 2 of your own guys, but I mean, man, what a painful move to have to do.
But in doing that, you've in a way skipped your own turn because you haven't damaged Revan. So in a way, Revan kind of has gained a turn in a sense.
Oh yeah, that's it. He skipped one turn to avoid skipping two, though, I guess.
Yeah.
So on balance, worth it. But it's just so horrible to be in a position like that. It must be very, very difficult for Niclas.
Yeah, you've got to kind of play the damage control game at that point, and yeah, this gunner doesn't really have many options.
No, Niclas giving up now. I think it's not a bad idea. Just save your mental energy for next games when you know it's completely, done and dusted. Yeah. Just skipping to let the poison skip happen. Very nice.
Even now he trolls like a madman.
The absolute disrespect, Revan. How dare you?
Well, there we go, folks. It's 2-0 so far to Revan. I've got to say, I thought it was going to be a little closer than this in that particular round, but Revan really, really masterminded that one. He's, great start for him. What's map 3? I'm afraid I don't know because I'm great at this.
Upstream is the next point of call, after which we might see P-Drag, but Niclas has got a long way to go going into round 3.
Hell of a lot of work to do, yeah. Oh man, what a great set of maps actually if we're onto Upstream as well. They all seem pretty balanced, which is good. Well then, lads, yeah.
It's a great map set that they're playing on, but yeah, it's 2-0 to Revan in the league final, and we'll see you guys in game 3.
And what is up, everybody? It's ATB95, and welcome back to game 3. It is the crew in the chat. There's a lot of people in the commentary booth. I've never seen so many.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, so we are about to go to Upstream. We are on Revan ahead on 2 maps. But Niclas is going first in this map, so it's still not over.
He's brought the pair, man. He can be back on the front foot. I don't want to start a "Let's Go Niclas" hashtag in the chat or anything, but I don't know. I feel like he still has a possibility of coming back in this.
He does definitely with the couple, and also it'd be nice to see a full, the game go to its full 5 maps. So Niclas got a hell of a lot of work to do, but it can still be done.
I have to say, Pin, I'd never heard you so flamboyant.
That's what the grand final does to me. It brings out the very best.
What the grand final does to an MF.
Exactly.
All right.
Somebody make that a meme. Let's go.
Yes. All right. So, I am comparing a lot to let's go back to being serious right now. I'm comparing a lot the situation that Niclas is in to what happened with me and Revan in the semifinal. Not because I'm a megalomaniac, but because when you're playing in a best of 5, you come to start thinking like that. Like Niclas in this situation is like, okay, this one I should win, but then you're already thinking about the next one. But that's where you usually.
I've disconnected, I think.
All right. The guys are still trying to get the right player on the. And then we have Niclas going first for at the 5th time.
Okay. Should I jump into? Oh wait, but. Oh, that's right. You can still see the game, so the stream is actually safe. It's just we can't see the game right now.
Yep. So good luck commentating from the from the stream with the stream with 5-6 seconds of delay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's gonna be MoMA, of course.
It's gonna be MoMA. I feel like we should.
If you want to, that was the perfect timing to try to.
Okay.
The shot was done right at that moment, so perfect time to rejoin in.
That's right. Let's try pushing in. So, like I was saying, right now this is the best map for Niclas to gain back 1 point, but that is where your guard is down, and that is why Niclas needs to be careful not to let the 3rd map slip from him. Yeah. But he's got the couple, so.
Yeah, you feel like this is the strongest he can be in the weakest situation. He's got the best lineup. Upstream is formidable in its
Whoa! Full damage.
It's talking
that
about
was a
formidable.
full damage cluster right there.
We don't see that often.
Yep. Gotta confirm that it was 105. That is the maximum amount of damage you can get from a cluster.
Just as we're talking about momentum as well, but Revan is going to interrupt that with breaking up the MoMA with his power. That is a solid maneuver, something that I would probably look to do myself. Doesn't want to get caught behind his own med.
Yeah.
And I have to interject by just saying a big thank you to the 43 people watching us this season for this grand final.
Woohoo!
It's great to see so many people in the chat.
That was not the soundboard, it was me.
Okay, add that to it. New soundbite incoming for next season.
God dang. Yeah, I think with this map as well, when you've got the healing weapons coming in, when you've got the healing crates coming down later on as well, there's so many ways that it can be flipped on its head. The MoMA could get reversed. I'm holding my breath for this one.
I just have to say, even though I lost that, I think the semifinal with Revan is my favorite game of the season, just because of the mind game that was going on with the healing weapons. They just showed the true potential of just screw the MoMA, let's have some real brain game here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's interesting though. Just seeing that stat, Niclas is so far unbeaten on upstream. So I don't know. I don't want to jinx nothing, but I mean, so far it's looking pretty good for Niclas.
Yeah, and there's a couple of maps tonight that we're gonna see maybe that in which both of the players are unbeaten. So it's gonna be interesting. And well, you can basically count Revan as unbeaten as well, because that one loss that you see on the screen right now with Machetino was a last-minute shrapnel that turned the game around against Revan. So
I mean, still counts.
I know.
Well, I actually remember that in that map, Machetino got a 50 out of the random crate. They had a random health crate that we spawned later in this game.
Were they fixed? I think they were, but I don't remember.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, we're talking about the beginning of last season, so I mean.
Oh yeah, it was very
a long time ago.
Yeah.
It feels like
it's 1 year. We're talking about it like it's like 14 years. No, it's 1 year.
Yeah, the fact that the league started in like 2020. Oh, no. I know. Don't worry, I'll reconnect.
The problem is, I mean, I don't mind commentating with the delay, but the problem is whenever you reconnect, the game stutters for them as well, and they don't necessarily know what's going on.
True.
They definitely don't seem to notice when you disconnect.
Well, that's good at least.
They don't know what they disconnect, but they sure do know when you connect back.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keeping an eye on the stream. I'll try and connect.
Okay. Once again.
Oh no.
Once again, a perfect moment. The poison was just rolling.
Oh my god.
Every time you see the Duck Station logo on, it's been reconnecting to the game.
I'm with all of you, with all our viewers. Okay. Well, that was a expected move from Revan. Sorry, from Revan, given the
from Niclas, because Revan broke the MoMA, but in the concoction, not the red word, but whatever. Revan's medic was left on 18, so that was a perfect capitalized situation.
Yeah, both meds out of the game, which opens things up, or at least it should do for Niclas's Grenadier. Although his position here is
very nice move from Niclas, just removing his own scout, his own medic that was poisoned, and also removing the his own.
No! Oh, nice.
That was a 98.
Yeah, with double fall damage.
Oh my. Okay, I just said that the Grenadier should be coming back into this, and he will only really have enough time for a single turn. He's got to dip his toes in the water, but...
Yeah, a Grenadier that seconds ago that was on full health, he's now forced to go down to 15 to avoid poisoning and also skipping his turn.
In the blink of an eye, the shrapnel just demolishes the Grenadier, but... I mean, that's still a solid hit.
Yeah, Grenadier has done around 200 damage in 2 turns, so I think that's payback.
It's all about the other pigs right now. What happens with the other pigs? I feel like Medic and Grenadier has done their work.
The healing coming in. Oh no!
You can say on the positive note that he's definitely able to avoid the skip on the Grenadier, which is usually how the Grenadier dies. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is definitely not working. So we're gonna have to figure out something different for.
Unless Revan takes his newly acquired.
Don't.
He will not.
I mean, he's picking up healing items, which is yet another stab in Niclas's abdomen for this match.
The Grenadier is down.
Medical darts are just so important. And I'm surprised by Revan there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go now.
Oh, am I? Okay. I was going off of this.
No, don't
stream,
go now.
Okay.
It's like crossing a road.
Yeah, you might wanna let Axby. You might wanna do that because
I can try.
Warn Pin when he can.
Oh, you want me to share? But then I'm gonna crash too.
No. I'm talking like
now.
saying Pin when he can go. Okay.
Quickly, Pinstripe, quickly.
I'm just glad the viewers can at least still see the game. Apologies, everyone.
Yeah.
Seeing it ourselves, otherwise we have to watch it from the stream with a massive delay. But
we have a nice bunching up from. We have a nice bunching up from Niclas. He used the TNT in a perfect way to.
Again, both healing items going to Revan. I don't know. I just see it as both sides not having a med, but now with Revan having 2 paratroopers with healing items and Niclas.
I mean,
not having
one is
any.
a healing hand. It's not really.
Don't you diss the healing hands. The healing hands are very important.
Healing hands.
I'm not dissing the healing hands. I'm just saying, oh, that's a scout's turn now. That's a little bit of a problem. Like if Niclas had a different pig now, he could deal massive damage to those two. But the scout not only can't poison because of what you said, but I feel like he's gonna go for a simple grenade launcher. But no, he's pushing it with the poison. Maybe he's doing some math. He's gonna throw it in the middle to try to get both. The poison range does reach both.
And
oh no!
Okay.
Hello, explosive barrel.
Welcome to the game.
It's a me, explosive barrel.
I'll be honest. I thought that was way closer to Niclas's pick, but it's about to be.
Hey, Castor, I'm not rambling about any kind of healing. I'm just saying, don't diss healing hands. That's all I'm saying.
What was that?
That was a nice backwards throw, but where's the Wii Sports wow moment?
What?
That felt more like the moment when you throw the ball backwards in bowling, when everybody around just spins.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Crucial moment of the game now. He needs to check his health, and the paratrooper needs to go with a skip. Otherwise, Niclas is in huge trouble.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do though, and with. Oh my god,
3 of his pigs very close together.
Just so close to the barrel as well. It's terrifying me on every level, because that scout is effectively dead now. Unless Revan can...
That para is the one that collected the medicine dart, isn't it?
Might be.
I'm gonna watch the stream to know.
Yes. It's a good idea.
Is this the guy
with
it's
not even his turn
hand?
now.
Is the guy with the healing hand? No?
No, the sapper is moving now, and... Is Revan going to try to kill his own pig to avoid the skip turn? I mean, that will effectively still give the healing weapons to Niclas.
Pin.
Oh, he's gonna try...
Don't worry, he's gonna run it away.
That's okay. Let me know when you want to cross the road. I'll take your hand.
I don't
go together.
Did the barrel explode?
No.
Then I don't really agree with the Revan's TNT positioning. Really, he could have placed it closer to the barrel, and that would have dealt massive damage to Niclas's scout.
We'll take that 70.
With a 70.
We take those.
But I'm an idiot. That's why you did placed it like that. He threw the guy out, so Niclas doesn't get his medicine darts.
Healing hands moment. Healing hands moment. Let's go. Although he could detonate it by going straight up. Yeah, just straight up.
Oh no!
It's even more terrifying, but okay, it'll do it. Maybe not. Barrel says no.
let's use a healing hand on this guy and then jetpack his face.
Yeah, he's got to plant this so he doesn't push him even further. That should be good. Yeah, he should be dead. He's
42.
Niclas has got to be hoping. Okay, yeah, because if there was a skip coming there, that would have been horrible.
Oh,
okay, but
it could be a lifeline.
Yeah. Now, no healing hands and no poisoned pigs, and the only one who has a scout is Niclas. Oh no, wait, he's dead.
Just literally just died.
Yep.
Oh, and health on this guy as well. That's going to be very, very nice.
Yeah, full para. And
although we know that the para isn't the best pig for late game, although neither is a sapper, to be honest.
True, but the paratrooper is a single hit away. He should be on, what, 39? Yeah. So as long as he gets this directly on target, that's too much.
No, it's not.
Too much.
It's a 35, but
the engineer is also almost dead, right? He's
I mean, I guess seeing as he's on 70 as well, so I guess considering the health differences.
How much is it?
43.
43. Okay.
Yeah.
And got a 50.
All right. Nice disconnection time. Okay. I would say just don't connect again, just for the sake of it.
I'm gonna go on with the commentary. So Supper
took a 50. Took a 50.
Supper at 20. Now planting a TNT on the.
Yeah. The game is over. The game is over. Yeah.
It should be.
It's gonna be TNT for the blue sapper, then Revan has only a 4 health paratrooper against 2 pigs, one of which is on 134, so the game is over.
Yeah, let's see what Revan will do. Oh, remember, health crate is coming!
Yeah, I mean...
will it be a 50?
I don't think that guy has enough health to collect it. He's on 4, he's gonna drown. Oh no, he's a jetpack.
He had a jetpack,
no
but the jetpack is just being slammed in the face of the other paratrooper. So
I mean, there was no point. The enemy is on 150 health.
And now we go for some trick shot, classic Revan.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go to P-Drag.
Oh.
So this is gonna take a little bit more time in preparing, since we have to change file and reconnect and do everything. So.
Actually, we just have to figure out a better way to watch the game for ourselves. That was a very nice trick shot, by the way.
It was a good push.
I mean, he did damage himself, but okay. So Niclas takes game 3 on upstream, and we are gonna have a little bit more time for our final, going for map 4. Final thoughts on this map, guys?
Well, from what we could see of it, it was pretty good. I think.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, a little bit up and down, but I mean, yeah, Niclas just monstered that one. Good man.
Yeah. All right.
So let's get to a little bit of a longer pause, and we'll see you back in game 4.
So welcome back, everybody, to round 4. Mr. Niclas has got a foothold in this grand final. It is now 2-1, and we move on to P-Drag. Revan this time bringing his Med Para Scout Sapper Scout. Meanwhile, Mr. Revan bringing his Med Sapper Scout Paratrooper. So, boys, with P-Drag on the menu, tanks on the menu as well, what are your thoughts going into this map?
Yay, vehicles!
By the way, the score is still 2-0, so Axby might want to change that.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I was...
Actually, Revan did.
I was getting... Oh.
Revan's like, give him point. Give him point.
Yep. 41 appeared for a second, but...
Okay,
no one need to know.
Going serious once again for a moment, this is probably the deciding match because Niclas is starting with a disadvantage of going second, although P-Drag is always kind of like a chess battle, so you know that it's not as easy as just going first makes you win. But at the same time, if Niclas wins, then we're 2-2, and the last match is it's random who goes first, and it's also Uhillik. So
Uhillik of all places, and that's going to be the toughest place to finish on. But Niclas, like we said, big uphill climb. P-Drag is not a friendly map, especially when it comes to positioning.
Also, how the heck was Niclas so fast at restart? I didn't even see the gray uniform before he just paused and just...
If you spam the circle button, you won't even see that back end screen.
No. I'm talking like the map hasn't the map hasn't loaded yet, and he already knows that he's going first. I guess he's spamming pause just in case.
Oh yeah, more than likely. And I appreciate it, Evil. I appreciate it. I wish it were buttery smooth, but it's also kind of eerie, the fact that we're left with the spooky silence of no music. That's always the...
Yeah. Very eerie map, P-Drag.
That's always the...
unsettling about it.
This is why we have the soundboard this year, KB.
Oh God, please
KB, give us something.
But here we go, we have the MoMA.
Yeah, the interesting thing I found from both of these players, again, the experience of playing the scrim against Revan on this map, is that the first turn is always going to be, or at least always going to be prioritized for the skip. Neither of them will look to take the defensive medic into the tank, which I'd like to see at some point, but for now it will be the para.
I think it's a very good move when you do that. But the interesting thing about P-Drag's early game is that you always have this. It's clearly a map that calls for a medic because you have the you can walk anywhere in 30 seconds. But at the same time, you have something else to worry about in the first turn, like not taking one of the tanks, much like an artillery would in Shield Hill, is important.
Well, I've got a question for you though. What would you think of P-Drag with slippery tiles? So the areas that you can see that are rock would be slippery, so you wouldn't be able to make it. You'd be kind of locked into that quarter of the map. You wouldn't be able to really go anywhere unless you were a paratrooper, which I find interesting. But
okay, that's also something that for some reason happens every time. Sometimes the little shells of the airburst from the tank spreading around like it's nonsense.
That's deliberate. The spread won't always be 100%. It's calculated to sometimes be random in how it spreads out.
Oh, nice to know. But to answer your question, I think it would be a different map, but I can't say if it would be a better or worse one.
Yeah, me too. I can't really work out because of how the textures are, it would be a bit confusing to have like a small section where you can walk up that looks slippery. So where you would normally walk across, where you just go down and you come back up again, if that was still walkable, we would know that, but other players wouldn't. So I think how it is at the moment, it actually works better than how it would be if it had correct texture tiles, which I think is weird.
So huge moment already. Revan has set the para that's in last place in the lineup for Niclas for a skip. He's put him to 25, so Niclas needs to either accept the skip or do something about it. I think he'll probably accept it.
Yeah, with the tank acquired and all of
it would have been nice to kill this guy on 29 health. Like a sapper that doesn't take any turn is a great move. The positioning here.
The one thing we don't see a lot on this map is defensive positioning. So it's very rare for players to prioritize gunners on this map, and usually everyone ends up congregating in a corner, which is what we're seeing with Revan's picks right now.
That is the key factor of every map where you can walk anywhere in 30 seconds.
Oh, you see that nice big L there on Revan's record there, losing to me at some point in 2022. How on earth I managed to win that, I have no idea, but...
Oh, yeah, by the way, interestingly, we saw that before. Niclas has only played once on P-Drag, and it was last year's final versus Fox.
Oh, yeah,
It was an amazing P-Drag, solved at the last second by... Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, that's one way of dealing with it.
Hold on. That is insane.
Niclas does not accept the skip.exe, and we move on.
But in a good way. In a good way, because think about it. Niclas is controlling the MoMA, and this scout goes right before the medic, so he can't poison anyone.
So
unless he gets a double.
He just has to try and hit the med from here, which is still possible, but I think they're touching noses at this point, so yeah, he has to get this position dead on to avoid hitting his own med, but that is so difficult from there.
Regardless of how this goes, Niclas is thinking outside the box when it comes to tactics is just to be praised.
Yeah, again, the positioning now for Revan is really not good with his scout very close. All it takes is a destruction of that wall, and then he's got both of his scouts, looking at the replay, he's got both of his scouts that would be in line, if not more than that. This is, again, just everybody so close together, congregating around. I'd love to see a P-drag where we had kind of more positions where you could take cover.
I don't think you could see that without slippery tiles, to be honest.
That's also true, yeah.
Question. Ask a question. Would the tank be able to go if those were slippery tiles like this?
Oh yeah, regardless of what the tile type is, as long as it's not water, the tank can make it.
So maybe the tank would have been like the only way to traverse this.
Yeah, that's true, and I guess that explains.
I mean,
why...
no, there is little hills, like little places that you can go up with. Just there are green.
There's the bridges.
If it was, there are bridges, but then they lead you straight into the minefield. So it is a bit of a bizarre design.
No, I'm talking like close to the center. There is some places where you can go up. Aren't there?
No, there's no pathways because it's all the same texture. That's what I'm saying. That's the confusing bit because it's the same texture all around, which indicates that it would be slippery, but it's. I don't know, it's a weird one. So yeah, I guess Axby is correct with how the tanks would have been your main transport.
I don't like this because it's going to be... How did that...
Okay,
the scout?
Yeah, it was what, 12 on him, 14 on the orderly as well. So 33, 21...
I don't like this move because, like, Niclas can just destroy his own medic as well. Like, Revan is trying so hard to make them skip, but... my brain just wrapped around itself right there because I was thinking, a double on both the scouts is great, but this is also good. But at the same time, I don't like it because you could have worked around making Revan's medic skip, and now we probably can't.
Yeah, I would have prioritized the scout poisons because he could still in his next turn deal damage to both of those meds anyway, so I'm not really sure why the poison was necessary there. Yeah,
this is what I was thinking. Revan had just done 3 head jumps, so the guy's on 15. It's almost impossible to make him skip.
Yeah.
Because Niclas will also have to worry about killing his own medic now.
Exactly, so the higher health would have worked better for Niclas if he'd have kept the med on 33 and then damaged him later. Instead, he's now poisoned and was only able to poison...
Unless he can just walk there and maybe knife his own medic to try to deal damage to... Yeah, that could work.
But then is he too close to the... Is he too close to the minefield, though, for him to then be nudged in?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
I am pretty sure. I would definitely go for the knife.
Okay, well, he's going to play it safe and kill them both once again. So we have a medicless round once more, which is usually the part where things get extra spicy and poisons come out to play.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes because Revan has a Sapper on 79. And usually at some point the tanks get destroyed and then the high explosive come into play, but this does not look like the game where that will happen, to be honest.
But as we've seen from Revan shrapnel so far, they have been on point, and that was at least a 50, I guess.
I think I saw 70. I think I saw 70.
Well, knowing
I did hear a second explosion, didn't you?
That was one of the bullets hitting the minefield, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, knowing Mr. Niclas, he probably won't let us see the amount of health his pig is on. He's very, very close to the minefield.
What is this move?
This speed drag became just a brawl. Everybody's in that corner.
What is this?
Just punches.
Does he know that the guy... Wait, so the guy in the tank is not next?
I think he just wants to get decent distribution of damage onto scout and the tank, so that the tank should now be one.
Oh, he's not.
One hit away.
Okay. Okay, I like that move then.
And I'm interested
Does
to
anyone
see.
have a para left? Yeah, Revan should have the para inside the tank, so destroying the tank would be an advantage for Revan, technically.
Yeah, and he's prioritizing poison, which is fine, I guess, but it could have been an easy kill, if I'm honest. But which is more beneficial in the long run?
It's looking like the pigs that are outside the tanks will just destroy each other out of pure poison, and just the two inside the tanks are going to be left out to deal with the aftermath.
Okay. Or Niclas getting his bearings on the pigs.
Because if you don't count the guys in the tank... Oh wait, that scout is also not poisoned.
Not for long.
Oh, he's going to go for the crazy double? Is it even possible?
No, the wall's in the way.
No, it's possible. It's absolutely possible.
Around.
Look at this.
I guess I've been proven wrong many times before.
Look at this. That is perfect.
Look at that.
Oh
So
my
nice.
god.
That is perfect.
You'd love to see it.
And now Revan has to be very careful about what he does with this para. That guy is on 55, so not exactly a perfect number to deal with the paratrooper. If that's a 20, you can go for a scoop, though.
Scoop though.
The problem is, would you go for the scoop? You got
No.
No, there's no way.
I don't like this move.
No.
Revan's only full health pig is now very close to the minefield.
Yeah, and with the tank still around as well.
The tank that Niclas is also is controlling also contains a sapper, so that's not good.
Yeah, and maintains. Okay, not quite a body block, which I guess.
Unless he has. No, that's not. Okay, so crucial turn here. Niclas needs to deal heavy damage to the paratrooper, and if he does, while also keeping his sapper safe, then he can win this game.
Careful for the visible.
But also, maybe this guy's skip is coming, so maybe not. I got hyped over nothing. Ooh, he needs one more skip. 62. We needed 2 more.
You do
But
it
that
now.
is a huge problem now.
I mean,
Can he make it?
okay, no, but at least he's positioned next to it because it now baits Niclas to self-destruct.
Yeah, but one of the tank is on 16, so that's not gonna be pretty.
Self-destruct, do it. You know you want to.
I think that just turned the game around in favor of Revan.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He's just making sure. He's just making sure it's the right one. getting it as close as it could possibly be. Without.
I think he's overthinking it. Just go for the TNT, man.
No, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
He can kill himself, and he can potentially just stay there, and he would be obliterated, which could create even more knockback.
I'm ready for the explosion, boys.
Here we go.
Oh,
Damn.
no, but still full damage.
I mean,
that was
it
beautiful.
was
And the crates come in.
114. It's easy.
Yep.
Wait, what? How much was he on?
170.
170.
Yeah, he started at 170. So
Yeah, because it destroyed both tanks. So
I feel like this is mostly over, because...
never say never.
No, because Revan has a paratrooper, which means he can go collect the...
no, you can go get those high explosives, but
and there's no way to kill the para.
yeah, but I mean, Sapper is still okay. And poison might come out now, I guess. Yeah,
Poison is not... Sapper is not poisoned yet.
I
don't know. It doesn't feel doable for Niclas, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that single last turn has completely changed it around. That 170.
Chat says it was 109, by the way, the damage on that TNT.
Wow, that's incredible.
Oh yeah, because it was full damage as well. Yeah. So yeah,
Not full damage, but the extra 4 comes from the explosion of the pig, of Revan's pig. He got completely detonated.
No, it was a fall damage. We saw it on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At the end, yes.
It landed the butt first.
Why did you have to do that?
Exactly.
Okay, so you can see Niclas only has one chance. He needs to kill the para, even though that will probably put his guy to skip range.
That's
that's way too long.
That's way too long.
And that skip range, it's game over.
Well.
That's not in the.
That's not in that map rotation. Yeah, I know.
You have to feel for Niclas. That is the second time he loses the final 3-1.
Oh God! And he's grouped his little piggies together. So sad. What a way to end.
You have to think about that one turn where he just went for the Sapper. I would have probably gone for the Paratrooper instead to try to damage him, but it is what it is. It is Revan, the new Hogs War League champion.
Fantastic. Woo! I gotta say, I didn't really expect that, to be honest. I thought Revan had a good chance, but Niclas, I thought, man, he's just such a mastermind. But the Revan absolutely just played so beautifully from start to finish. Such a deserved win.
I think we're going to probably jump into the chat to talk with them, but I am going to be guessing that that square-off played a lot of games in Niclas's mind. Because you never see him stuttering so much, if you will.
No.
True, but I guess a lot of positives to take nevertheless. I think for everybody, every step of the way this season, there has been positives that everyone can take that didn't make it as far as they might have wanted to, if they didn't win rounds or games that they felt they should have won. There has been a lot of changes this season in terms of dealing with the meta, dealing with the standard lineups that you expect to see. And I think it's been really refreshing, both from the perspective of a player and perspective of a commentator. It's been great to see.
Most of the changes were good. I especially liked the inclusion of some weapons that were not in competitive before. That the healing medic is healing weapons is an example, but also other stuff. There are some maps that need some work, but there always are. So
yeah. That's kind of inevitable season to season. I guess should we jump in and get some final words?
Let's try to jump in with the guys and try and get some. Should we?
Since you're admin, drag the guys in here.
Oh yeah,
without telling anything.
Would we fit?
Yeah. I'll do something to fit.
Hello, boys.
Hello,
GGs.
Hello.
Well,
so,
I guess we'll start with Niclas. I mean, it was a tough one, coming back so strongly in square off. We got the information of your strat of trying to run away, trying to avoid the out of bounds kill from that super TNT. But I mean, you fought well, man. You brought it back. You at least avoided the 3-0. So I mean, all I've got to say is a lot of positives for you to take going into next season. And Revan, GG's.
Thank you. Yeah, GG to Niclas. Sadly, first game. I mean, this map is too random, and that turn when I dropped jetpack and his gunner just exploded. And I was thinking,
you told me also for a second. I am just making sure I heard it right. You didn't know about that all bounds kill, right?
No, of course I didn't know. At that point, I was thinking that I started like very, very weak, and like my plan was to, of course, push him to the water and bazooka and hope he will die or something.
It was just unlucky because I was thinking like, wow, that's a mistake. Now he's lost his turn, and but
yeah, exactly. Like probably maybe not a mistake, but of course a victor. But yeah, kind of lucky, I guess. And game one was gifted to me pretty much.
I mean, don't feel bad. To win a competition, some luck is required. I mean, especially in a format when you go, elimination games. So.
Yeah, and to your credit, you just played like a demon, man. It was beautiful, especially pigs in space and everything. That was a really, really incredible performance. You absolutely destroyed it. Good man.
I don't know, guys. I just zero nerves this year. Like, I'm not even feeling it.
I feel like that was the same kind of feeling the Fox had last season, and that he just went with the flow, and it just paid off.
I mean, last year I failed so miserably that it just freeze you.
Oh yeah, hold on here. We haven't even talked about that. What a redemption story from the Ukrainians clip on Canyon, and now you're the champion.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here, because we
passed a whole year memeing about that, and now you're holding the crown.
The anime character development is complete.
Yeah.
You dropped the crown on Canyon, now you regained it.
I mean, I still yet to win on Canyon, so I just lucky. I'm not playing against Fox, and I'm not playing on Canyon.
So next year you're okay winning Canyon and not winning the league.
I don't know. I mean, I will still participate just for the sake of it. But yeah, I want guys for everyone to pay attention to Niclas' strategy on P-Drag. Like, it's crazy to kill his own pick.
Oh yeah.
It requires
We talked about it in the chat. That was a beautiful early game for Niclas. And in the end, just that one turn where he tried to go for the skip on the sapper.
Yes,
that just was the one that turned it around, unfortunately.
I think it was boots, which...
invisible boots, that's why I couldn't
maybe not
take
even
the proper
invisible, just magic boots, because they're not allowed.
It's from the medic that I killed.
Oh,
I think yours.
Can I ask you something, Niclas? What if you had gone for the para? The para that was down there on 130, you could have done huge damage on him.
I just saw the skip. I just saw nothing else. In the end, it was probably the worst move. Like, I could have gone for that one. I could have just stayed in the fucking tank with the 170 sapper and would have been fine. Everybody else was poisoned. It would have been down to like constant skips over skips. That was a mistake in the end, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely can't blame you for being angry. I know how it is to
Do you
be angry at yourself? Yeah, I do.
Do you? Have you hit yourself with a super TNT?
Dude, you are saying let's try again next year for the second time. I said it 4 times already.
Yeah, but you never reached final.
I did.
No, he reached.
He was in the first 2 finals.
Just the first one.
I wasn't even around then, so I don't know.
All right, fuck it. Let's send it here.
I mean, last year ADB destroyed a whole monitor in anger. So
yeah. Well, I guess
I have to reiterate once again that it was an accident. This time when I lost versus Revan, the punch was on the chair just to avoid that happening again.
Because monitors are expensive.
Exactly.
Well, I guess the biggest thing we learned this season is when in doubt, stay in your goddamn vehicles, people.
All right.
Yeah, but, and also, last word.
Seriously,
go.
Let the man speak.
Let the man speak. Let the man have some final words.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
It's his moment. It's his moment.
Yeah, since I finished with the league, feel free to join my journey in the Candyman League, going for any percent. So yeah, still something I can achieve in this game.
The Candyman League.
Got the Niclas League, got the Candyman League.
Thanks for
to be fair,
cheering for me.
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I am also
rooting for you because Candyman has made my December absolutely miserable.
He's had it too good for too long.
Sorry, the one thing I wanted to say about before we end it is that this year the level was raised a lot, and as a result, the tournament was way more interesting than usual. But at the same time, there were some players who didn't get to enjoy the game too much, and in my opinion, that is a little bit of a defeat for us, because in my idea of competitive, like we organize this thing all year basically, we do care about tryhard, but in the end we want to make the game fun for the ones who are playing it as well as the ones who are watching. So point is, don't forget that there is 4, 5, 6 people managing this whole thing who are trying to make the best they can out of the 20-year-old game that was not designed for competitive, but we somehow found it kinda is.
Yeah, we're still improving. Like NetPlay is huge addition. Yeah, it got some problems in viewers' side, but after all, like we can record it, we can publish whole matches, it will be full again. So yeah, like things are slowly improving. Like nowadays.
Matter of fact, if there's some people who want to help, please do.
If you know how to, yeah.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. I'll make a guide on how
like
to
this year,
enjoy
players
Hogs.
are not affected with luck. Like it's a huge improvement.
Yeah, I think the meta has still got a long way to go. There are still different avenues that we can try, different areas of making the game competitive that we haven't looked at, whether that be additional teammates, whether that be reducing the amount of pigs on the field. There's a lot of things that we can test and try and take forward, and that get more people involved in, because there's a lot of different things that we can do. We're a very very small team, but we've come a long way, and I think that we can pat ourselves on the back this season, just from everyone's standpoint, from players.
I'll do that now.
Yeah, the quality of play that we've had from everybody, the quality of commentating that we've had. Technical issues, yeah, okay, but it is a step up and improvement from Parsec, and the fact that we still have that as well as a backup is probably the best that it could ever be, and has been so far. So, I mean, taking it forward into Season 5 and indeed into Grunt League, there's a lot of changes to come for the maps. Everyone will be updated on those changes as we go forward, as it has been across the previous seasons. But once again, just a big thank you to everyone that has joined these streams, that has joined the Hogs War League channel, and has showed their support through comments, through being in the chat, just through everything. It's so good to see.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, so I think we can end it here. Axby, you have a nice little outro for us. So, once again, thank you everybody for watching. I think we reached at 50 viewers at one point tonight.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, thank you again, and we will see you guys next year. Have a nice 2024.
Bye.
Bye.
This is the point where we all like wave and
continue waving.
Yeah.
It's like the Madagascar penguins.
Okay, bye everyone.